Today, I want to explore the topic of magic in life. Magic, 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 magic. Since I was a child, I never wanted to accept the idea that there is no magic in life. I had this toy, a little pink unicorn, plastic one like this. And when I was going to sleep, I was leaving this unicorn next to the glass of water. And when I was waking up, I was checking the glass of water and the water wasn't there. It means that the unicorn drank it during night. I still don't know how exactly was it happening, but probably my mom was pouring down the water or something like this. I have no idea, but you know that feeling when you see something and it's magical, it's like these sparks inside of you all around and they're all just like sparkling. What is this? Like how like why there's so magic in your life when you're a child, and with the time it kind of becomes less and less and less? I feel this in my life and I desperately don't want to accept the idea that the magic will be gone and the magic is leaving my life. No, I don't want that. Maybe that's why I tend to explore so much this spiritual concept a lot, because I feel there's magic in there. When this synchronization happens and this song is playing and kind of answering the question you were just thinking about. Even you just run, you jogging, and there is a child looking at you and he's like giggling and smiling just directly into your eyes. This is also magic, and like all these like magical moments, sometimes we have less of them. And I feel the more prejudice, the more judgments we have towards life, the less magic we have. So when you're a child, you don't know how the world is supposed to be. You're just exploring. I don't want to say you're accepting what is, because child can be quite moody and not accepting what is, but still it doesn't know how the world is supposed to be. When you become an adult and you develop this sophisticated taste of the things, and you becoming so smart and you know how the world is supposed to be and not supposed to be, and even if your idea okay, there are like right ideas about people and the world, I don't know, like don't steal, don't kill, be kind, be loving, all these ideas are great, but you still, when someone is not loving, not kind, you feel this non-acceptance of what is, and that's the main thing that breaks this magic. I tend to feel magic when I go to travels a lot, because the surroundings is so new. I try to study as less as possible about the places I go, just the minimal requirements like law, like how to get a SIM card, like money and hotels, these like kind of survival things. But I don't want to alone and look at the pictures of the places I want to visit in my next travel, because I just want to leave it to the life and the universe to create for me. But I will never go to the same places, to the same hiking again. I will never go. This doesn't matter how beautiful and amazing it is. I come and it can be the most beautiful place I've ever been, and I don't want to come back there. I want to explore the new place. But always going to new places to feel some magic, that's not an answer. Also, people tend to use drugs for that kind of things because it changes your perception and it brings that magic actually. The world is like sparkling, like thoughts and everything is so interesting. And it's so interesting to explore and move your body. Oh my god, I have a hand. Oh, it moves. Look at my fingers, It's cool, right? But you can experience all these things while you're sober. But I feel like drugs break in some kind of practical levels of our mind, and we can just like expand and see. But that's not sustainable, because the more drugs you use, the more you use it to expand and open your eyes, the less you will be capable when you are sober, because that's just a shortcut and you just always go there. If you want to see magic while you're sober, you have to kind of develop it, step by step, giving up your judgments about the world around you, how it's supposed to be, allowing it to be as it is. I remember my first travel. I was 21 It was my first travel ever. First time I got in airplane. I was so desperate, so hungry for travels and experiences, so sick of my hometown. Just wanted to go somewhere to see something. And my mind was just like blowing away, blowing away. Everything was a wonder to me. Every single moment, every single brick on the building, every single piece of it was a wonder. And circumstances around us, I was with my friend, were magically just unfolding in front of us while we were walking in a new day. Amazing people, amazing events, just like was coming to our life, tough, 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 tough. The things that we could never ever planned of. I remember that feeling. Sometimes I tap into it, and it's amazing. But I refuse the idea of having mundane, normal, boring life. I want this magic, like always to be happening. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it's impossible to always be in that state, okay? I don't want to break it for you because you might be the person, or I might be the person who will enter this state. I will be there forever. I'm not the one who tells you like what's possible and what impossible. But I kind of noticed that life has seasoning, and you're not always in a bloom state. And sometimes this bloom doesn't come for 2-3 seasons even. It's not even happening every season. In one season you might harvest a lot of fruits and so much abundance. And the next season might be dry, and the next season might be dry, and the next season might be dry. But you have to keep going. You have to accept what is. Don't resist whatever is nature trying to do. It's not for you to decide when the next rain will come. Tao describes this concept beautifully because it's about balancing. I'm not sure if it's about complete passive approach to life where you just like, okay, I don't have to do anything. Or you gotta do some stuff. But I think that kind of stuff you are doing, it's the same like I'm doing with these videos. I'm still saying people that I'm not doing anything. Even I'm doing these videos, YouTube, I post quite often. And for lots of people, what I'm doing right now seems quite a lot of effort, but I think of this as nothing because there is literally zero effort happening here. These videos recording themselves, there's just like talking happening, and I set the camera, and it's just, I don't feel I'm actually like doing it. Between me thinking about recording the video, having an idea, okay, I will record this video, and actually recording this, there is no thought process happening. It's clean. It's just like, okay, I gotta record the video. I'm already putting camera. I'm already putting my iPhone there. I'm sitting there and I'm talking. That's it. And it's beautiful. This is how I want to do things in my life. This is how I want to live my life. And this is how I'm actually living my life. But I want to amplify more on that because there's like so much thinking happening between the action and doing thing. And I think this is where it actually gets like fucked up, when there's like too much thinking happening. We tend to overthink between the action and where we are right now. By the way, this first travel that I described to you earlier, there was like zero thinking between us and buying actually the tickets. We were a little bit drunk. It was 12 at night. We were tired and we were like, okay, let's go to Philippines. And we just bought the tickets. That's it. In the morning we were like hangover and like we were regretting that we bought tickets. We were even trying to refund this to avia company, but of course it was the cheapest tickets. Of course we couldn't return it, and we went on this travel, and it was like the travel of our life that we still like remember, and it was amazing. What I'm trying to say, there was no thinking happening between us and doing it. You just stepping into something that scares you, but you're just doing this. You will be all right. Okay, I'm not saying about completely like stupid things, when people just try to sabotage the life that they have, and they just throw in everything and just like doing something that's completely fucked up and ruins their life. this is another thing. You're just sabotaging the good things you have in your life. I'm talking about when you know you will be all right. You know you will be fine on deep down level, but you're not doing it for some reason. You're like, okay, I'm good. I'm good where I am, you know? And after, when you're not doing it, there's like some reasonable thoughts come into your mind, why you shouldn't do this and why was the best for you not to do. And the more you're refusing to step outside through this fear of uncomfortable decision on the other side. By the way, this fear is very short. Like, you do this and yeah, you're panicking, you're like, oh my god, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? And after you like, you start driving and like you start going, you're there and it's like, okay, that feels good, I'm actually all right, you know? And I think as a human beings here, as a limited beings that we are experiencing, like, yeah, we have this expansive consciousness that we are all one and we are unlimited and all these things, but at the same time we are living these human experiences which quite limited, even like with our body. And I think our task here to do is like kind of stepping through these uncomfortable things in your life when you know you should do something which feels uncomfortable, but you just keep going doing it. In that case, you discover some kind of like magic, you know? Also accepting the idea of seasons. Sometimes you have to do a lot, and sometimes you just have to sit still and be patient. For that, you have to pay attention to what is required from you right now. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink it, just be it. Be the best possible life you can ever imagine. Don't try to think the best possible life with your head, with your brain. Just be it. Appreciative, energized, loving, excited about each moment, because each moment is new. Having the sense of wonder, what is next moment is holding for me today, what tonight will bring for me. Having this sense of magic, because this magic is not definitely outside for sure. I mean, it's not about, oh, someone is flying, you know. It's the feeling, you know. Mundane thing, like just bird like past my balcony. Is it a magic? No, not really. There's just a bird, you know, but it feels to me like magic. It's something that comes from inside. It's like sense of God there. You're like, wow, is it God talking to me? Is this like bird trying to tell me something? Is this bird just appeared here for me because it just wants to say hello? I'm like, okay, hello, bird. You know? Sense of magic. I feel in this magic there is God. I feel there is an answer in this magic. Because there is no question. When there is no question, it's the answer itself. Stop questioning life all the time. Stop demanding from it how it's supposed to be. Just allow the magical life present itself to you, while you can see it with your eyes open, with your heart open. It's a wonderful, wonderful life. I love you, magical human beings.